And I'm back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Watch Your Mouth Reviews. This is your boy James, where I'm here to give my honest review while trying to watch my mouth. And it's not gonna happen, not in the slightest. But joining me as always is my co-host, Mrs. Best. Y'all say what's up to her.
Hello, mates. Welcome in. Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, y'all, please subscribe to both channels, not only my channel, but go ahead and subscribe to Mrs. Best's channel as well. Her information is right here, and as well as in my description box. On her channel, when I guest star, we cover reality TV shows like Love and Hip Hop Miami and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which are all great on her channel. We go in, we don't leave anything untouched on that channel. I'm telling you now, it is great. So make sure that you subscribe to her so you can catch us on. Usually it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday for both those shows. So with that being said, what y'all here for today is Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 3, Saddle Up Cowgirls. And when I tell y'all this episode worked my nerves, this episode worked my nerves. And I'm telling y'all ain't ready for this. So I want to shout out Kevin Reynolds. Thank you for coming back to me. I appreciate you. We're glad you're here. Glad you made it. We hope that everyone else that was in my Real Housewives of Potomac live, which y'all can watch the replay. We hope everyone that was there joins us here too. So, from what I see here, Quad's new man, Mr. King, bought her a brand new Rolls Royce. And when I tell y'all that is the same Rolls Royce I want, that is the Rolls Royce Ghost. It was beautiful. I love the car. You know, Quad, Mr. Best on camera. They embarrass you. You're on mute. I had to embarrass you. It's like, oh, it's scary.
Oh, I don't know. It was dark. Sorry, y'all.
I looked up. I was like, oh, she's on camera. But but yeah, she's all happy. She is, in joy. He comes in her confessional. She loves him, and what we learn about Quad is she's been seeing a fertility specialist. She's ready to have some kids, and it's being allegedly, word on the curve is she is actually pregnant. That would be the gag of the century if Quad is actually pregnant. I would like her to do a little bit of ordinance of operation, get a ring, get married, all that good stuff. And who's to say she might just
I regret to inform you, her ovaries do not have time for that. She needs to go right past that. Go. Do not collect $200. Keep it lit.
do we? I wasn't really paying that close attention because he's not my type. So I wasn't really paying that close enough attention to him. But I don't know. I'll have to look at him again and then we'll recap this and I'll let you know, Kevin Reynolds, what I think because I don't know yet. Now I'm really trying to picture him now. He give me some kind of vibe. I don't know if it's that, but he give me something. But she said this relationship feels right to her and she's ready to have some twins. And I'm like, okay, Quad, do you? We wish you all the best. I know a lot of people lately have been at it with you, and Dr. Heavenly had put on her channel that, or went on social media saying that they were actually trying to get Quad off this season. She said Phaedra was leading it, and both Toya and Sweet Tea denied that even happened. And Dr. Heavenly said she heard from Dr. Jackie. So I don't know what to believe. I really don't, because I could see it either way. I can definitely see Phaedra doing it. Absolutely, I can. I'm gonna say allegedly, but I can see her doing it because it should do it to Candy, should do it to Quad. Well, them two ain't too much different from each other. But I'm happy for Quad. Anything else you want to add with Quad and getting the Rolls Royce that I want, that I'm going to get?
No, sir.
All right. So Toya and Dr. Eugene and their son, they meet up at his, private practice. Eugene has his own private practice now where, he's doing weight loss and, all this good stuff at his private practice. He is a fan. While on the phone, he said, Miss Quad, Miss Quad. Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. I don't know. I'm gonna keep my good eye on him. I ain't gonna let you down. I'm gonna keep my good eye on that man. But for now, he bought her a $400,000 car that he probably didn't pay that full price tag because he owns a luxury car business. I know when you have a dealership license, you can get them cars for penny to the dollars. But I'm just saying that car is worth a lot. So I probably would ignore some shit too. If that was the speculation. Like if that really was the speculation about that man, I'd ignore that shit too. You just bought me a $400,000 car. I'm gonna shut my mouth. My mouth is closed like that. So they start talking to their son, and Toya make this shit awkward as hell. I said, Toya, because they're talking about puberty with this young man. I don't know why they're doing this on camera. Toya, Eugene, why are we doing this on camera?
They don't want us to talk
Gold
about
digger.
the new house that they're in or the bills that they probably ain't paying or the debt that they're accruing. And then separate from that, they have nothing else to give. Because Toya has acted a fool season after season after season. She is finally seemingly in a good place with everybody on the show. So, and he done changed careers. Let me tell you, I don't know why they talk to their kids like this, but I'm glad to see the kids as well behaved finally. Because when they was younger, Toya's kids worried me.
No, yeah, well, no. What worried me is when she talking about you gonna have a wet dream, and he kind of said I already had one, and she go, oh, what was it like, and all this kind of stuff, and I said, ugh, I was with Eugene, like moms ain't supposed to ask their sons about that. That is weird as hell. And Toya's like, why not? I don't think it's weird. Toya, no, that's
It's
weird.
weird. It's
That's
very
weird.
weird.
Like when I tell you that it's yeah, it's bad. Like ugh. So after the weirdness, Eugene explains his practice, and Toya just wants to take completely over. And I'm like, Toya, where's that wine? Where's that wine at, Toya? Are we gonna see it this season?
He probably lost her deal after the winery saw that she's a joke when it comes to business. I mean, hell. Did
Child,
we
we
really think that would last? I'm surprised Toya is truly married to medicine, and that is her only saving grace on this doggone show. And nothing else.
I'm just saying, she was telling Eugene how to run his business. He should pick up some Botox. He should do, because she said she has the background in corporate America where she saw
Toya
another
ain't
woman.
had a job during her entire tenure of this show. Toya ain't had not one job. She ain't had a job. We have not seen her work. I know she's educated. I know she met Eugene while she was working, but we have no evidence that she's worked since then. She did not have her own wine. They gave her a coupon code because she's probably a frequent buyer. I right. Thank you. Toya ain't slick. I
Did
know
it
her
work
number.
though? I mean, she don't work, so I guess did it
How
work?
are you on reality television for over 10 seasons of a show and you got nothing to show for it but a bunch of houses that you can't go back to?
I don't know. Like I said, I posed that question. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Because Kevin Reynolds brought up a good point. Toya is a quintessential gold digger. But did it work in her favor? Because I don't know. To me, I don't picture when I picture like gold digging, I think of like Anna Nicole Smith or Erica Jane kind of situation. I don't think like so maybe my mind is kind of skewed to this kind of gold digging. If that's what you
She's
want to call
not, well, whether she's a gold digger or just a spoiled housewife, she's not doing it right. The goal is to make the man's money last, not run him into the ground.
Damn. But yeah, I could agree with that too because it's not like you're gonna mess up all. You're gonna be like Mia and Gordon over there if y'all keep playing this shit up like this, buying all these houses and renting and shit. But that was pretty much that scene. Congratulations to Eugene once again on opening up a private practice. That's not an easy thing to do, and I wish him all of the success that can give. And hopefully it doesn't stress him out, and hopefully he's not working a million hours like he did when he was in the ER. Because I don't like.
Eugene, don't let that woman run your bank account into the ground because she is plotting. That's why she said you got to do Botox. You got to do Botox because she knows what she plans to spend.
I feel
Jesus.
like, and I know I'm gonna be wrong for saying this, y'all, but I feel like he's gonna go back to the ER. I feel like he's going to do. He's going or not go back like full time, but I feel like he's gonna pick up like maybe 3 or 4 shifts here and there to make sure money's still flowing in. Because I don't know if they're gonna show the new house that they're building, but I did see it online. That house is about to be huge. So I'm hoping that with him starting this new business practice, with medicine and everything. I'm hoping that he ain't got to go back to working 500 hours like he did. Like, cause that shit was crazy. Like, I think Dr. Heavenly said he worked like 18 shifts a month. Y'all, that is crazy for an ER doctor. That is absolutely insane. So I'm praying that this works out. I really do, because I would hate for them to have a repeat of season 3, 4, and 5. Just saying. Is there anything else you want to add with them before I move on?
No.
Okay. So the next thing we going to talk about is Dr. Simone and Cecil. They go over to their son's apartment, and they're going over there to help these grown ass men clean up their apartment. And when I tell you, there was shit everywhere. There was trash, there was food wrappers, there were cups, there were stains. And I'm like, first off, Simone and Cecil, why are y'all there with a mop and a bucket and cleaning supplies as if these kids are not grown? Why are y'all doing these kids laundry at their grown ass ages? Can somebody please answer that for me? Because I had to rewind that shit. I was like, yeah, it was the biohazard suits for me too. Because I was like, it
It's
can't be that.
another example of people on a show who no longer have anything to give, but insist on being here. I do not care about your sons that are messy. Teach them or hire them a damn maid. Hell, you already bought them an apartment. You may as well buy them a maid as well, so that the other tenants in the building don't have to deal with bugs and critters because of they trifling ass. But I don't care to see Simone and Cecil spoiled kids. I don't.
Well, we didn't see them. We just saw what they live in.
I don't want to see where they live. I don't care to see the storyline of them charging them for the cleaning services. I don't care to see them show up in hazmat suits. I want to see what's going on in the household that Cecil is defending Miss Quad so tough. That's what I want to see.
You so crazy. Quad just became Tammy 2.0. She's just much prettier. That's all. That's all that is. That's all that is. Like Simone says, Cecil like to keep him a girl best friend. And I'm just like, it is what it is, Simone. That says a lot without saying a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. But that was pretty much it. Yeah, like Mrs. Best said, they charged them. They took one of the speakers that I know they're gonna give that shit right back. I don't know what they was trying to do. Like, this thing was stupid. Y'all just embarrassed your sons for no reason. All that really did was look at y'all like y'all missed the mark. Y'all missed the mark. That's all. This really wasn't to embarrass them. We embarrassed for y'all. Because the fact that y'all would even show this and think and even actually clean the shit, because I would have walked right back out that door this moment I walked in. I'd have been like, oh no, this ain't me. Walked right my ass right back out. But
I would have respected to see more if Cecil and Simone would have actually called the boys, tried to figure out where they was, scheduled something, and came back and explained to them, you have to clean this house or you can't be here. I would respect it if they at least tried to show themselves teaching them some type of responsibility, which they did not do. But I don't care no more. I'm sick of them.
Absolutely. So we're gonna move on from there. Dr. Contessa has Phaedra and Sweet Tea over. But Phaedra gets there first. Sweet Tea hadn't gotten there yet, where they were talking about the Weeknick event and how Sweet Tea acted, a little out of the norm to Contessa when she was around Heavenly. And Phaedra asked Contessa, what happened with all of that? Like, what happened? And she said that, Heavenly and her social media, she says, I'm not going to lie. There are times that I wanted to choke the shit out of Heavenly for what she did to me on her social media pages. And and Contessa's confessional, she said, Heavenly has talked about me, talked about my husband. That's all she does on her YouTube channel. I said, oh, really, Contessa? So I told y'all, I'm not featuring this. I'm not going to do this with Contessa this season. I'm just not. So after this live, I'm no longer, if she brings it up again, aside from that fight next episode, I will talk about that. But if Contessa continues to bring this up episode after episode, I'm going to skip her scenes. And I love Contessa. I do. But I am not here for this. So let me break some things down for y'all because I'm tired of this shit. Heavenly has been reviewing Married to Medicine since season 6 on her YouTube channel. You guys can go on her YouTube channel, go on the live section, and you can see it. So, season 6, she was saying the same shit she's been saying. Contessa had no problem with it. Season 7, she's been doing the same shit. Contessa had no problem with it. Season 8, Contessa was actually on Heavenly's YouTube channel, dispelling her own shit. And don't take my word for it. No, 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 no. Don't take my word for it. Let's listen to Contessa herself.
I'm a Gemini. In some years, my temperament is a little bit more tolerable than others. In some years, I just don't feel like dealing with the bullshit.
So you tripolar.
Is that what it is? I'll take that. I'll take that. Grand opening. I always say grand opening, grand closing. Like it's either I'm 100% 2 toes down yours, or I don't fuck with you. Like there's no really in the middle.
So Heavenly, that should have showed you right there that she'll switch on you on the moment. So I blame you because she warned you right there in that video. She warned you. And that's not all she said, y'all. That's not all she did. That's not all she did. So let's also look at another video that Contessa did, or that she was in that same video.
The same damn birthday almost. So real talk. I mean, I'm just saying. I would never. I mean, yeah. Anyway. So anyway. So I just am not going to be worried about somebody else.
What's going on in your marriage? Clarify, because the people keep asking, what's going on in your marriage? Nothing, right?
I mean, it's relationships are tough. We go through ups and downs, and that's the thing. Is it ain't always up, and that's all I can say. And just things change. I mean, fortunately, right now we are at least
good.
Huh?
Scott look good. Somebody said Scott look good, baby. They coming on your man.
He does. But wait, guess who else look good? This girl right here, and ain't nobody. I tell you, just like J-Lo, I'm sure she told A-Rod, find a better me. And she'll just be a junior me. Or you'll always be chasing contestant. So
you were on her YouTube channel telling your own shit. So why do you have a problem with it now? And I know y'all gonna say, well, James Heavily said that, she was alleging abuse and all this kind of stuff. And that's what we saw. Heavily didn't say anything on her YouTube channel that we did not see. And Contessa had season 6, season 7 to have a problem with Heavenly's YouTube channel. And even season 8 to have a problem with Heavenly's YouTube channel. She said nothing. And she was a guest on it at least twice. So I don't want to hear this from Contessa this season. You lost us. You lost the viewing fans. I'm sorry, Contessa, you did. You did. So that was crazy that she would say that. And it's so many years later that this has happened. It's like, man, get over it. We don't care. Get over it. We saw what we saw. You're not going to rewrite history as if that's not what happened. You're not going to make it seem like season 7 to season 8 didn't happen in your marriage. You put it on TV. And don't get mad because she's doing what she's always has done, and you were okay with it, especially when you were on it. And I think that's what it was too. I really do. I think that's what it was too. And that's why I played that little snippet where she said that she's a Gemini and she either gonna 100% fuck with you or she don't. And Heavenly said tripolar. Heavenly, you misread that because she was telling on herself right there that she'll switch up on you in a minute. That's why you have to watch them June Geminis. You do. You have to watch them. I have to say that, and no disrespect to a June Gemini, but sometimes y'all be doing that shit. It is crazy. But moving on from there, I just had to put that out there, y'all, because I just felt that was crazy coming out of her mouth, considering the history. But yeah, Mrs. Best, how do you feel about that before I move on?
I pretty much agree. I think it's been years, so regardless, even if there was no video, it's been at least 3 years. If you hold it on the shit from 3 years ago, I don't know. Now, Geminis can hold grudges. I am a Gemini, a May Gemini. I can hold a grudge, but like, if it's something small like that, like, I feel like Contessa should be upset with her husband, not at Heavenly, and it's misplaced anger. But talk about your marriage. I think she's using this as a way to deflect from talking about her actual marriage because it's like Heavenly's not going to beef with you. She's going to be respectful. I feel like Heavenly kind of expects her to come back on the show acting a fool because Contessa did switch up on her. But, I want to see her do things other than talk about freaking Heavenly and a beef from years and years ago.
that she caused. It's like I
Like
could
your
see,
husband put you in that situation to feel that way. She need to be mad at her husband and herself for being so open on this show, which
yeah,
people respected. And it makes it hard to respect how open she was because she's throwing a fit about people finding out and seeing things on Heavenly's channel. It's just stupid.
it is. It's stupid. And Bravo, why don't y'all play that shit? Play when she was on the YouTube channel. If y'all was gonna play some shit, play when she was on there spilling her own shit. Because that's what she did. She did it twice. She did it another time too. So I don't. Yeah, Contessa can miss me with that. That shit pissed me off. Because it was like I could see if Heavenly actually did something, I would have been on Contessa's side 100% in this situation. But she didn't do anything, and this shit is old. Get over it. You still with your man. You still got your kids. Everything is fine. The fuck you beefing with her for? It's so stupid. So then Sweet Tea finally gets there after Contessa spills that. And the ladies fill her in on Quad's party. And they say that Quad has a new man. And her confession, she got the nerve to say, "Ooh, I'm so glad Quad got a man. Hallelujah. She got a man finally." And it was like,
Honey, Quad ain't been checking for Dr. G because that's what she was trying to allude to. Quad ain't
yeah,
been checking for
y'all.
Dr. G. In fact, she refused to film with him after the divorce and he left the show. She didn't want nothing to do with him. She left it. Sweet Tea, you're already on a show of the ex, living in the house that the ex shared and lived in and decorated. It's like, if you are going to be on the show, stop trying to attach yourself to Quad so much. Stop commenting. Stop commenting. Nobody wants Dr. G but you, Letitia. I promise you. Nobody wants Dr. G but you. That is how I feel.
Hmm.
But I really like the braids on her. They look good on her.
Yeah, she looks, that actually makes her look her age, the braids. I think it's the wigs that age her a little bit. But after they talk about the new man, the ladies feel like everybody is in this friend group. Two of them have a problem with Heavenly, and then Quad and Simone have this issue as well. So the ladies, Sweet Tea, Contessa, and Phaedra feel like they need to put together a little trip for them just to see if they can kind of mend these relationships and everything. So they begin working on that. We then move on to a scene with Dr. Heavenly and her son Zachary, who's actually in dental school. He was so cute to me. I was like, oh, look at him, just look exactly like his mom, like her
He
exact.
said, "Mommy."
Yeah, I was
So
like, oh,
sweet.
he's so cute. Oh,
He
like
loved his mama.
he do. And she was cracking me up. She was just watching him, and he kept saying, "Mommy," she goes, "It's Dr. Kimes. It's Dr. Kimes." And she was cracking me up when she kept correcting him because you could tell he was nervous. You could tell he was nervous. He didn't really want to do this on camera, but I'm happy they showed this, and I just wish the best for him. He did a really good job. That scene was hilarious to me.
People could say what they want to say about Heavenly. They can feel how they want to feel about Damon. But you look at all of their kids and you could tell there's a lot of love going in both directions, regardless of age. And their kids are becoming successful and very intelligent. So they, in terms of family, they've done a great thing. So good for them.
Absolutely. I'm back. I had to catch up with my son who just got home from his basketball game. They won the game. Yay! Congratulations. I'm so happy for that. Like, yes, I love sports. Definitely keep him in that. And we thank you that you shared that with us. I am so happy for you.
Absolutely. I hope
Yeah.
y'all celebrate.
Yes, celebrate big. How old is your son? I'm like, make sure you treat him to pizza or something. Make sure not too hard on the diet, but make sure you definitely do that. But yeah, I love the scene with Heavenly and her son. That shit was funny. I cackled at her because she was bossy. So I can only imagine what working for her is like. But Dr. Jackie also had a scene in her medical center as well. We have a basketball.
Where is Curtis? Where is Big Papa? Where is Curtis? I want to know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, make sure you go and give him a piece and everything and celebrate that win because it's always a huge victory. Every victory is a victory for win and success. So we wish him all the best. Thank you for sharing that with us. We do appreciate it. But yeah, where is Curtis? But no, I, it was very odd. That situation, I felt like I get what Jackie is doing. I do. I get she's trying to make sure that she sees all patients and all inclusiveness of Black women's health, no matter what you are, because of her getting thrown in the crossfire for what she said. Yes, it was the doctor versus mommy for me. Oh yeah, Heaven and her son. Yes, it was. I was laughing because she kept correcting him. He kept. It's like Heaven, you could have let that go. Like you really could have let that go because he knows you as his mom. Like I would do that. Like I ain't gonna call my mom by her first name if I'm in there. Like I'm gonna say mom. Like Kurt's is probably in the DR. He probably is. I would hope he behaving himself out there too.
No, I believe he's taken his doggish ways and made them an international thing.
Mhm. I ain't gonna say nothing else. But we gonna move on. It was a nice educational matter with Dr. Jackie and the fibroids thing. I wish that couple the best in conceiving. I hope that they get everything they wish for. And we're gonna go ahead and move on. Unless there's something you want to add, Mrs. Best.
So what? The
To
sweet.
Dr. Jackie's thing. No, we can get to sweet tea in a minute, but no, Dr. Jackie with the patient and the fibroids and everything.
Oh no. I like that they keep the element of medicine in the show. That is my comment.
Absolutely, yes. So the invitations come to the Curtis is respectfully cheating in peace behind closed door, allegedly. Dr. Jackie is the dean who tried to teach Mel and Tisha. I'm getting offline now. I'm
She's
getting off.
golden. I love you for it.
I'm going,
Thank
I'm
you
going
for your
offline, y'all.
comment.
Problem solved, y'all. I'm going offline. I ain't got to do no more. Coco Goddess, I got to send you a link now. You need to be up here with us. You need to be up here with us. Because no, you did just say that Dr. Jackie is the dean of students that taught Tisha and Mel. That was the best. That was the best. I love it. I love it. I love it. They failed. Oh yes, they did, Lord. Well, horrible test subjects. Horrible, especially Mel. She had the worst test subject. You weren't gonna get a math equation out of that. You weren't going to get a science experiment. Everything was going to be labeled as inconclusive based on how that man is. She wasn't going to get there, and I don't know what the hell Tisha got, but that's none of my business. I ain't got to go to bed with him, so hell, it is what it is. But moving on, y'all, the invitations come, and we're seeing everyone get their invitations because a lot of them were surprised that it was coming from Sweet Tea, Contessa, and Phaedra. And we see all of them, they start calling each other. We see, Jackie call Phaedra and say, well, what is it? And they said they're going to be out in the, wilderness and camping. Dr. Jackie said, I don't do none of that. So, but what cracked me up is when Simone and Heavenly were on the phone and Heavenly was trying to put the shit together. And Simone said, well, you have issues with Contessa. And Heavenly's like, no, I don't. Me and Contessa were cool the last couple of times. And if y'all mind y'all, they were. They were hugging it out. They were in conversation with each other. So nothing, to Heavenly's point, nothing really seemed out of order. They weren't getting into it. So they don't know what they would have something problem with. Now with Sweet Tea, that's a different situation. Yeah, definitely you have to fix all of that. And so Toya had me in her confession laughing. She said, I ain't got a problem with nobody. Simone got a problem with Quad. Quad got a problem with Simone. Heavenly, Sweet Tea, and Contessa have issues with each other. So I'm just going to sit back. So that's right, because that's me. Y'all go ahead and go wreak havoc up in these people's establishments. That's fine. I'm just going to sit there and look at you. So moving on from there, Apollo picks up the boys from Phaedra because she's getting ready to go out of town. And when she's picking up, something that she said really cracked me up, and we have to do some research, y'all, because I don't believe when Phaedra said this. Phaedra said that, her and Apollo are really in a good place. They've been together on and off since 1995. How old is Apollo, y'all? Because something tells me that that's not correct or accurate. How old is
She
Apollo?
said the same thing on Housewives of Atlanta when she came on the show.
1995?
Yes,
How old is Apollo? Because the Phaedra is 51.
Apollo is a few years younger than her, but not by a lot.
Okay, so let's do some simple mathematics here, real quick. So let's say Apollo is 48. I'm just going to throw that number out there until someone tells me his real age in this chat because I don't know it. But let's say he's 48. So this is 2024. So 24 years ago in 2000, he would have been 24. So in 1995, he would have been what? That's 5 years. So he would have
I
been
just Googled it.
19.
He's 46.
Okay, so it's even worse than I. So he would have been 17. So Phaedra, so we expect to believe that at 17 years old he was dating a grown ass woman. Okay, fine. That just took me, y'all. I'm just sorry because 1995 is almost 30 years ago. 30, and he's 46. So okay,
She
we
did
give
say
her.
she talked to him when she was in college. So maybe it was something along the lines of that. But she is much older than him. So it still doesn't line up. But either way, we know that Phaedra lies. That's what makes
Yeah, that she said
Phaedra great.
2001,
No,
2002.
that is what
I would
makes
have given her that. I
Phaedra.
really would have. I would have given
That's
her
what
that.
makes Phaedra good TV. She came on the Housewives of Atlanta on her premiere season, lying about her pregnancy, her marriage, lying about all sorts of stuff. And then she was giving birth, and the other women was figuring it out. And she stuck to that lie to this day. We know that Phaedra lies. That's what makes her funny to watch. At that
I
because
mean,
she's
I
not
was.
married to medicine. So she has no relevancy really on this show other than the fact that they all live in Atlanta. She's just here for comic relief. She lies because Heavenly is carrying the drama along with this whole quad thing. It's always Heavenly carrying the drama. I'm trying to tell you, she just lies. We can't expect nothing else from her. She gonna give us a good outfit
When they
and
just said
lie.
1995, I had to think about that. I was like, wait, I had to rewind that first because I thought I heard her wrong. I was like, okay, she said 2005. That's about right because she came on Housewives of Atlanta in what 2012 or 2011. So I said that's about right. That's about right. No, she said 1995. I said, wait, whoa, Phaedra. That's almost 30 years ago. And this man's only 46 this year. Phaedra. I don't either y'all was doing something y'all ain't had no business doing in 1995, or that's a lie. So, but as we said, Phaedra do lie. She does, but that's crazy. That's crazy. I was like, damn, Phaedra, really? But he's picking up the boys, and she mentions that Toya had come up to her and said that she had ran into him, and he said, yeah, we ran into each other. She was just asking me about my marital affairs and everything, and Phaedra was like, how nosy, and I don't know something about Toya. I get Apollo is handsome. I get, he's a very appealing to y'all women. He ain't my type, but he very appealing to y'all women. So I get it. But I feel like Toya was just trying to nudge and see where he was at and everything and just being nosy. Because she was asking Phaedra 150 questions last season. So she figured she didn't get it out of Phaedra. She going to get it out of Apollo. But I had forgot about that shit with him and old girl. I did. I forgot about that. That happened, that, he caught that. I could believe she was a cradle robber, statutory R with consent, and he looked like he like older women. I feel like all allegedly. Yeah, please say allegedly because that's a lot. But um, I'm trying to think because she probably had already graduated from law school by this time, 1995. So I don't know. Maybe that's impressionable. She just starting out, probably getting new money. Maybe that looks really pretty to him. So I can kind of see it though. I can't. I just don't believe 1995 just seems like it's just a stretch. It just does. Yeah, Toya's being, but it feels like she was being nosy, but like a motive. Like y'all, I'm not trying to say I believed the rumors 2 seasons ago. Y'all remember what the rumors about her allegedly stepping out on Eugene? But I feel like if Apollo threw it at her, she wouldn't say no. Allegedly. That is allegedly. I'm not saying it, but yeah. I like Toya. That's because Faye never spills her own tea. And so they probably should be collectively showed you their real lives. But y'all know Phaedra not gonna show y'all everything. Y'all, we've seen this for years.
That's why I say Phaedra is funny, but she not gonna, we know she lies. She not gonna tell us the truth about nothing. She's a lawyer. She lies.
Well, yeah, she does lie, but
Not on the air mattress, Kevin.
Phaedra she didn't go to Freaknik. She was a good church girl. She didn't go there.
Church girls be the nastiest. I'm so sorry. I'ma say it. I'ma tell y'all a true story. When I met my husband, I was working in the church, teaching the kids on Sunday. I met him, was spreading it wide and dipping it low. I tell you, I can say that because he ended up being my husband. But really, looking back on it, I shouldn't have done it. So I say, and all the other church girls was doing it too. Okay, don't think because we love the Lord, we not gonna drop it low if we ain't got. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I just think it's funny just to watch Phaedra just lie on just TV. I just think it's funny. That's the thing why she's not going to be on next season. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard it was. I can't wait to see what that turned out to be.
I
She's
think
smart though.
she's gonna flop on RHOA. I don't know
Well,
why
because
I
she's
feel
gonna
that
turn into
way.
it again. So it's like, okay, probably gonna be sick of the show probably by the time she get there. I just want to see the read that everybody is talking about. The read that she gave whatever girl that was on the show. I want to see what that read was and see if it's a.
Phaedra can read somebody though. I will give her that. She will read somebody for filth.
She will. She will definitely do it. But yeah. But let's see what that because we getting sidetracked, y'all. I'm trying to keep this because I heard she read Heavenly so good. Oh, okay, yeah, I heard that too, and I can't wait to see what it is because Heavenly will say is your mama. So never was a church girl, but had a gorgeous pause in my pocket. I don't know. This day when I don't know what that meant, but
I think I do.
you do. Please tell me now. I'm curious, or is it gonna get my channel shut down? Because I can't afford that. So, you know. But yeah, let's end this Phaedra and Apollo scene. Pretty much because all we have is the next scene is Sweet Tea and Dr. G. They're at the house. Sweet Tea's sister is pregnant, which congratulations to her sister. And and Sweet Tea is kind of feeling a little bit down about that because that puts a lot of pressure on her. And so her and Dr. G began talking about, pregnancy and that, she's still, having this, what did she say, pelvic pain or whatever. And she's still like a struggle with her and everything. And she asked him, like, what is your timeline of, us having children? Like, when do we need to do this by? And he said 2 years. And her face was like, and she begins to cry because she said that's like very recent. That's like very soon, like only 2 years. So that puts even more pressure. And he then immediately regrets that he said that because he doesn't want to put that pressure on her. But y'all have to keep in mind, this man is in his late 50s. He ain't got much time. So, the sooner the better. But that just goes to show you right there. And I'm not trying to be mean in terms of like her situation, their fertility, or anything like that. But the way you slipped in this man DMs and told him you was ready for a baby, come to find out on the show that because you put your own business out there that you couldn't immediately conceive because there were challenges. And then now this man is giving you a timeline. That had to feel like a slap in the face. It had to. But then who do you have to blame for that? Because you went in it with the intentions to do this, but you couldn't do it. It's like, I don't feel bad for her. I mean, I feel bad for her because if anybody wants children, I feel like that should be your desire, especially if you're going to take good care of your child and everything. That should definitely be something you deserve to have and by any means possible. But it just, to me, I have a hard time with it based on how the beginning happened. Does that make sense? Mrs. Best, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. I think two things can be true at the same time. She got with him, in my opinion, with some sort of ill intentions that made it look like she watched this show and used his want to have a child as a way to get with him. I believe she knew that she had endometriosis prior to being with him. Do I think she believed she had infertility? No. I do think her emotion is raw and real. No woman, especially one that desires
Mhm.
to have children, wants to find out that it'll be hard to do. But at the same time, I think that she's been so self-centered to a certain extent in her thoughts that she didn't think, hey, my husband's much older. He's going to get to an age where it may be harder for him to keep up with the kid. She's more so, it looks like, trying to keep up with her sister because they're twins, and probably felt
Mhm.
like they would do everything together.
Yep.
But it's very clear that he trying to have a baby now because he ain't got time. Think about it. If he has a baby at 60, the kid, by the time they graduate high school, he'll be 70 something. Like,
He'll be Ray. I
I
didn't mean that to
mean,
be. I didn't mean that to be. Ray is 78, and yes, if he does have the baby at 60, he'll be 78, just like Ray is currently today.
no, but even though Sweet Tea was wrong because she got with this man knowing that she could not and would struggle with children. Now she's with him. It's on limited time, and she's claiming she feels pressure. I do feel bad for her because, as a woman, that's a sad thing. As a woman, I would be a little sad if I couldn't have my own child. So I get that. But then at the same time, your intentions, boo, like you knew that you had fertility issues. You knew that you had a disease to a certain extent that would impact you. So I don't know. They you can't even say go see the counselor, hell, because he is it. So I don't even know. But hopefully they figure it out. Her makeup looked great. That's a positive.
Oh wow. Child, not Letitia Scott claims that Martell Holt sleeps with men and it is not alleged. So, I think I have an unpopular opinion coming up pretty soon here, you guys, because I've been saying this the entire time, and not her, because I believe it. So we talking about the wrong thing. That just popped up on my phone. Someone just sent that to me. So now I got to watch it now. So we definitely gonna do an unpopular opinion on my channel coming up soon, y'all. But that was because the next thing we have is the ladies getting ready to go on the trip. They have a little cute scene where they're praying, and we have a montage of all of the fights that are gonna happen in the next episode. I know I'm about to go watch it right now. We're gonna do an unpopular opinion on my channel. So I'm gonna make sure I put it in my community tab when that will be. I'm gonna talk to Mrs. Best because I want her there as well. So yes, we're gonna try to work that out for y'all because I have to talk about this now because I recap Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I 100% believe that. Sorry, I do 100% believe it. So, but the ladies, so we see that Heavenly and Contessa are gonna get into it. It seems like it almost got physical between the two. Heavenly and Sweet Tea gonna get into it. I don't know what Quad was doing and all that, theatrics, but we'll see. Also Wanda spoke. Oh, I got to get on this, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all are here for the unpopular opinion. I need y'all. Make sure y'all here. I'm gonna tell y'all when it's going to be. But yeah, y'all, that was pretty much the episode. That was Married to Medicine. Contessa, I'm not featuring you this season. So if you keep bringing this up, I'm not gonna talk about your scenes. And then for this, I hope Bravo doesn't bring you back full time, which I'm sure they will. I'm sure Bravo will. Because Bravo loves to spite us with this shit. Um, Pretty much that, yeah. And that was Marriage Medicine. It was an okay episode. It really was. It got me riled up and mad. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is it's starting out, crazy. But congratulations to Quad, Dr. Heavenly. Keep your head up. Dr. C with the run up hoe had me cracking up. Right? I'm like, not you wanting to fight over. Okay. If I would see, this would have made her mad. And I see all Heavenly had to do when Contessa said that, I would have did that witch cackle, like, and just laughed in her face. I would have. Did y'all
Like,
know
y'all
Heavenly?
doctors ain't no running up on nothing.
On Instagram, here, I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, guys, feel free to send me stuff. That's on IG. So IG. So yeah, yeah. Feel free to send me stuff. I'll definitely keep it. But yeah, someone just sent me that in my DM, so I'm about to watch that here. Thank you, Kevin Reynolds. I appreciate you very much. But yeah, that was the episode, y'all. We gonna see what happens on this fight next week. I can't wait to see how that fight is gonna happen, if it happens, and we'll keep it posted for what my videos will be like this week. My next live, if I don't do the unpopular opinion this coming up few days, my next live will be Real Housewives of Salt Lake City next weekend. And then we're gonna keep the rotation because I have Bell Collective, and Love and Marriage Huntsville. So we have a lot of things coming up, y'all. Mrs. Best channel tomorrow will be on there for Loving Hip Hop Miami. So you guys don't want to miss that. And on Wednesday, we'll be on Mrs. Best channel again for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So that's the schedule, y'all. Make sure y'all are on both channels. And I will see you guys on my next recap. Bye-bye for now.